All right, our 2022 Christmas display is finally finished. I already did a video with a short walkthrough. I thought I'd make another video with a bit longer walkthrough, maybe discuss a few things that went into creating this display. It's 200 inflatables, thousands of feet of extension cords, over 10,000 watts of electricity. That's the most we've ever had electricity. And the lights on the ground, I think the pathways, it's almost 1,000 lights on the ground. It's a massive display. Took us about, I guess, 10 days in total to finish it. Most of it was done in 8 days. We just had a few things to finish up the final 2 days. I stayed up till like 5 a.m. Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving, because I really wanted to get everything finished, but I couldn't quite get it finished on Wednesday night. So I woke up early Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, to finish it up. We had a couple decorations left put up. You can see all the pathways on the ground we make out of the lights on the ground. I had to finish that up Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. So I really wanted to be finished by Thanksgiving Day and open it up for visitors, and we did. We had open at 7:30 p.m. Thanksgiving night. We had a lot of people who come, actually. I mean, not as many as come for Christmas, obviously, but it was a pretty good turnout. And then yesterday, Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, we had a good turnout also. And today, Saturday, it's a really good turnout. I couldn't believe how many people we had today. It was at least probably 200 or more. I'd say at least 200 people came visit our display today, Saturday. So we just came down that pathway. I'm kind of doing a slow walkthrough so you can kind of see all the decorations, and I'm going along the outer wall for now so you can see them all. This is our Santa in various vehicles. We like this. This is new this year where we put them all together. Santa in a snack truck. Speaking of which, if you watch some of our other videos about when I do reviews, you'll see that I often say that we have bad luck with animated ones, and here's a prime example. You saw him move a little bit there, which is great, but I mean, he used to move he used to go like way out to here, and it'd be like, kind of like he was stepping to the window to serve you. He barely moves now, so kind of disappointing, but it still looks great even without that elf being too animated. It still looks great. And we have Santa here in a tow truck. He's towing his sleigh, and the deer's taking a break. This animated still works. His hand still moves. Simple ones like that tend to last longer than the ones where it's like a character pops up. Yeah, Santa piloting a helicopter. Santa, what does it say? The space sleigh. It's awesome. Santa on a jetpack. This is a cute one. It's like Santa's pulling the sleigh, the reindeer on the back, kind of like, kind of like whistling, like don't notice us. And Santa's like, hey, wait a minute, you're supposed to be out here. That's a cute one. You got Santa in a hot air balloon. Santa driving a fire truck. Santa driving Santa's tree delivery truck, and the Holly Jolly Trolley. I love it. Okay. And here we go. Here's our bear area, our hugging bears. I mean, 3 of them hug. The rest are they look like you can get between them. I'm standing between him and his arms. He doesn't close his arms, but still, you can hug him. You notice that we don't have the lights on the ground to make paths in front of the bears, because it's fine if people come, they want to hug the bears. It's fine. That's why we don't put the lights on the ground here, so you can go ahead and hug the bears. There's a giant bear here. It's cute. It's the final one that hugs. There's Santa rocking out. Speaking of animated ones, this is another prime example. See, the penguin, the drummer, he used to go, left and right, really wild too, like he was banging on drums left and right. And Santa used to kind of like sway his hips like he's, playing the guitar. Neither of them move anymore, so. But again, it still looks great even if they don't move. Plus it's a music one. It's really nice. And then you'll see, remember if you watched our videos about how we were putting everything together, I kept saying, oh, these decorations, they're just laying down for now. Don't worry about them. We'll fix them. They'll look better once we're open for visitors. See if I can find one where I can show you what we did. Another animated one. See these guys back here see these penguins back here? They used to pop up. They'd pop up, and then go back down. Now they just stay down. And you know, I noticed the other day, it seems to be mostly our Christmas ones, animated ones that break. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with the weather we have here. We have really cold weather, heavy snow. I don't know, that has something to do with it. Maybe if you live in warmer temperatures, you might have better luck with animated ones. Because our Halloween ones, you know, thankfully, knock on wood, don't tend to break for the animated part. So maybe, oh, then again, this one still works. The animated heart, looked like a heart flower opening. Well, I'm sorry, what was I saying? I went on a tangent there, forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, about how I stood him up. Here's a good example. Watch our other videos, Winnie the Pooh here, actually all three of them really, mostly Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, they're just falling forward. They're like practically laying down on the ground. What we do is we get some garden stakes here, and you see we just stake it through the loop where the tie downs are, and it stands up perfectly. I mean, look at that, it looks great now. Looks absolutely wonderful. Same thing Eeyore. We just got a slightly smaller stake because, well, you don't need one that big for this guy. And again, look, it's perfect. He just stands up so nice and tall now. It's perfect. We just went through all the decorations that needed some little bit of help, and we did that. And they look great. So that's something to keep in mind if you have your own inflatables and they're not standing up the way you want them to. Just think about getting some garden stakes. You know, like a couple $. Get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards. You know. Any of those stores, they'll have them. Here's our Star Wars section. Now the music's playing. This is I think it's called the Imperial Death March. I think it's called, from Star Wars. I'm kind of surprised it's not copyrighted. I hope it's not copyrighted. Otherwise, this part of the video is going to be muted. Here's our kind of cute one. You get a picture taken of Santa here. You know, I got a whole bunch of snowmen and teddy bears. Now another thing we do for obviously that like this Colossal Santa, and speaking of which, this is Colossal Santa. The box actually is called Colossal Santa. You can see why. It's by far, I think, our biggest decoration. Not tallest. I think we have some 60-foot nutcrackers that we don't have out this year, but at least not yet anyways. But that Mickey back there, I think is 14.5 feet tall. This snowman's 14. I think Colossal Santa's only 12, but look how wide he is too. You got this penguin, the air traffic control penguin. He's part of it. He's part of this whole thing. I think if you go to by volume, like air inside of the decorations, I think he's by far the biggest. He's just huge. And again, thankfully that still works. That propeller still works. Excuse me. That one was working. The back propeller was working earlier today. So sometimes it gets like really cold, or if it's like raining, they tend to stop until they warm. There you go. They tend to stop until they warm up a little bit. That I've noticed. So that's another reason why I'm thinking that maybe the cold has something to do with these keep breaking in the winter. But anyways, so the thing with Santa, he stands up pretty well. It's just that he kind of leans forward a lot, and it kind of looked like his leg here is nice and straight and tall. This leg right here, front leg, kind of nice and straight and tall. A lot of times it was like bending, so it looked like his leg was like almost like, imagine his knee were right in the middle of his leg. His knee was almost touching the ground almost. So that was kind of disappointing. And obviously those little garden stakes aren't going to keep that up. They aren't going to keep this massive display up. What we do, we actually get fence posts. See those metal, they're like 6, you can buy in different lengths, but we get like usually 5 or 6 foot long metal fence posts to use for really big decorations like this. And then, but the only thing is they're metal and they have like sharp edges. So obviously, if it was really windy right now, it would just rub up against the metal. You get a hole in it and a big mess. So what we do is we put these PVC pipes over the metal stakes, and that way, you know, this is just soft plastic. It's not going to cut up these decorations. So now, Santa wants to lean forward. That stake is solid. You know, this decoration is not going to move that stake. That's a solid steel. So if it tries to fall forward, it can't, because that stake stops it. So now he stands up perfectly. Yeah, see all our snowmen here. God, we love snowmen. They always put them near the Colossal Santa area. They got our frozen area here. 200 decorations. Actually, no, we put up another one today. So now we have 201 decorations. Let me show you the one we put up today, just to show you what number 201 is. Over here. This one right here, this rainbow tree. This was number 201 today. 201 decorations. So over 200 decorations. I know people get mad at me if I don't show both the snowman and the Santa Claus. There you go. So that, both colleges are represented here. Okay. So anyways, so you come in through the archway here. Forgot to say this in the beginning. And you see the lights on the ground. We ask people to please stay on the path, which just means stay in between. Don't step over or go over the lights. So just stay, in between lights. You're staying, you know what I mean? Stay in the pathway here. Don't go over the lights. And the reason we ask that of people is because there's literally thousands of tripping hazards in our display. Behind the lights though, because each decoration has at least two tethers to keep them secure to the ground. Some of them have 4. So you figure 200 decorations. That's what. Well, if they have 2, let's say average is 3. Some have 2, some have 4. That's 600. Plus all the extension cords we have. Plus every single decoration has its own motor. So that's 200 power cords plugged in. So we're well over 1,000 tripping hazards. But we put them all behind the lights. So the pathway is completely clear. It's completely safe. So that's why we do it like that. That's why I ask people not to go over the lights, because it's tripping. It's a tripping hazard. It's dangerous. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I know to look out for those cords and those tripping hazards, and I still trip over this stuff sometimes. So that's why I ask people. But yeah, I just stay within the paths, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. But you come in here, and there's 3 paths to go. This way, where we went down, goes all the way around. Come out this way. That's what we just did just now. And then you go down here to see Santa, see Colossal Santa. Come on back. So we did all the outer wall. There's like a wall, outer wall. Now let's go through it again and see all the inner wall. What we do every year is I'll probably start it tomorrow. I got to go through them all. Well, what I do though is I go through our decorations. I do like a scavenger hunt. So I'll find some decorations. I think, oh, that'd be a fun part of the scavenger hunt. And for example, I might say like, oh, find an elf. I mean, any elf. We have an elf right here, for example. We'll say find an elf. And then you go through the display and you look for that clue, which is an elf. And then we ask people, you don't have to obviously, but we ask people just for fun to go ahead and take pictures of the ones you find and post them on our Facebook page. And a lot of people do, and they have a lot of fun. And I used to just make like some easy ones and some difficult ones all mixed in. I do like 10 or 15. But then I noticed that a lot of kids, I made the clues too difficult for little kids. Instead of just saying, like for example, find a snowman holding a candy cane. Anyone can find that. Anyone can understand that. You just have to go around until you find it. And then, that's the whole part of a scavenger hunt. You go around finding it and you take a picture. But some of the clues I made, I want to make it a little more difficult for people who, like a challenge. So I'm trying to think of an example of a difficult one I had. Oh, speaking of which, here's my favorite. The giant rubber ducky. A lot of people like this one too. It's my favorite, the Snoopy area. But for example, one year I had as a clue, the clue was, here's a clue. Where are you? We got some work to do now. And the answer was Scooby-Doo. Because Scooby-Doo's theme song is Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. And I think, so a lot of people didn't get it. And that's kind of that's the point. I don't want people to not get it. I want to make it a challenge though. And so a lot of people didn't get that. So, so I think it kind of frustrated little kids who didn't understand what I was going for. So I kind of split the clues into 2 categories now. One is really easy ones. It'll just be like, oh, again, find a unicorn, find Nemo, Those are easy ones where they can run around, find the inflatable, take a picture of it, and everything like that. And then I made a more difficult one where it'd be like I just said, the Scooby-Doo one, or I have some other ones. I think one was, I live in the 100-acre woods. I think that's where these guys live, right? Winnie the Pooh and gang, 100-acre woods. That was the clue. It's like, yeah, so if you knew that, you just, 100-acre woods, that's Winnie the Pooh. But if you obviously don't know that, little kid, they might not know that. So that's why I split it 2 different ones. And And even though I did make them difficult like that, some people still they love it. They figured out every year. Some people figure out all of them. They figure out all the clues. I mean, there's a lot of people come here as a group, like a family, a group of friends. They'll come here and yeah, they'll do the scavenger hunt, the easy, hard ones. They find all of them, take pictures, and upload them. It's great. It's a lot of fun. This year, I thought people who want a challenge, I'm gonna make a third category. It's gonna be extreme difficulty. It's gonna be. I already have some ideas in my head of what I want the clues to be, but it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be very obscure, very difficult. Some of them are. I mean, some of them people might just figure out right away, like, hey, you know, I know what that is. But I'm hoping to make it a challenge because some people I think really like the challenge aspect of it. That way you have three. You have one for little kids. Anyone can enjoy. You know, go find a dog. Go find Hello Kitty. You know, something they can figure out and go run around and find it. Something slightly more difficult for maybe the older kids or adults, and an extreme one will be for the people who really love scavenger hunts. In any case, so yeah, I went through the whole display a couple times there. All 201 decorations. Did a more of a longer walk through this time. It looks like this video is nearing 17 minutes. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Santa Claus came today. I forgot to mention, Santa Claus actually came today. Handing out candy canes to all the good boys and girls. So Santa Claus makes an appearance sometimes throughout our display. It's not every day. He only comes sometimes because you know he's very busy at the North Pole. He's got a lot of work to do. You know, Christmas is only less than a month away now. Oh boy, it's coming here. So in any case, that's our 2022 Christmas display. We did a long walkthrough. I'll probably do another video. I'm sure I'll do more videos for our Christmas display this year. I'm also going to do more review videos soon. So it'll be a lot of fun. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time.